to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video. How day going? Hope y'all vibing, y'all chilling, y'all enjoying y'all day, y'all productive day. We back at it. Before I start, make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. We on the road to 10K subscribers. Hit that sub button. So let's talk about it. So Tim Bradley says a loss to Terrence Crawford would be more damaging than a loss to David Benavidez for Canelo Alvarez. And in all honesty, yeah, I mean, I can kind of agree with that from Tim Bradley, because in all honesty, this is a very winnable fight for Canelo Alvarez. You're getting a guy to move up 2 weight classes. I mean, why not get, why not? But as far as the David Benavidez fight, that's a younger guy, a hungry guy. That's that Canelo doesn't have a size advantage on, or a size or height advantage on. Very, posing threat for Canelo Alvarez, and that's the reason we haven't seen, David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez is fearful of his life, when it comes to David Benavidez. And I understand that, and going about money, or but I feel like he kind of was trying to avoid David Benavidez early, and he came out with I'm not fighting any Hispanic Mexican fighters anymore, and which is a bunch of BS, because everybody know at the time David was a serious threat, and we wanted to see the fight. But Canelo's been asking for outlandish money anytime David Benavidez is mentioned or talked about or anything. Canelo has come with a very steep price when it comes to David Benavidez. So we're possibly not getting that fight. I wouldn't get too riled up about it. It's probably not gonna happen. And as far as Tim Bradley with the statement, because it would be you basically losing to a guy that's basically how old is Crawford? 37, 38, about to be 40. He's not a 68 pounder. He's basically really a welterweight. Moving up to fight at 68. So of course, I can agree with Tim Bradley, because losing to David Benavidez, David's a very tough opponent. It's kind of like him losing to Dimitri Bivol. Nobody really said anything about Canelo losing to Dimitri Bivol. You guys, his fans kind of act like it didn't even happen. And they didn't even pressure Canelo to even taking a rematch. And that's kind of irritating. Because you're not holding him to a standard. So basically, he gets the hell beat out of him by Dimitri Bivol, cherry picking gone wrong, and we think he's gonna take the rematch. He basically acts like Dimitri Bivol doesn't exist. So Canelo's been doing cowardly things for years. You guys just give him pass after pass. A lot of channels give him pass after pass. It's a few channels that actually hold Canelo Alvarez accountable, and they are out there. But in my opinion, losing to Terrence Crawford, it's gonna take a very big hit on that legacy. That legacy already has a lot of asterisks on it, if we're being honest. It's a paid usage on that legacy. A lot of people feel like the age disparity of what you've been fighting on that resume. I think Canelo might have the oldest resume as far as fighting older guys, not in their prime, on the back half of their careers. You can go check that out and just see. But yeah, I'm with Tim Bradley on this, you know, and I rarely, you know, I like Tim Bradley, but you know, sometimes he says some, you know, weirdo things. But yeah, I'm in agreement with him right here. You know, I do think Canelo Alvarez taking a loss to, you know, taking a loss to Terrence Crawford would be, you know, way more damaging than taking a loss to David Benavidez. I mean, David Benavidez is a bigger guy, younger guy. You know, it's basically like a passing of the torch from Canelo. So, you know, that's probably why I feel like, you know, the Crawford fight is more damaging, because Crawford isn't a middleweight or super middleweight. He's a welterweight moving up, welterweight, because he only had one fight at junior middleweight. So it's basically a welterweight moving to 68. We being honest, you know. And you know what's really been getting on my nerve, been bothering me. I've been seeing a lot of quitters, you know, saying what's gonna happen to Crawford, and Crawford's this and Crawford. Okay, cool, but let's not act like you're not a quitter. You know, I've been seeing Caleb Plant, you know, a bunch of knee takers comment on, you know, Terrence Crawford, you know, Kell Brook. I've been seeing a bunch of knee takers, you know, and what I mean by knee takers, these are guys that grab their knees and stop fighting, you know, when the times get tough. You know, I've been seeing a lot of that from a lot of guys, you know, speaking on this fight, but you know, I'm not feeling it. You know, we've seen guys quit, but they got the nerve like, oh yeah, you know, Crawford may be too small. And all right, bro, you don't get no say so. You a quitter. You don't get no opinion, quitter. You know, but yeah, I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna get the Canelo Benavidez, so that's something that we could wrap up. But taking a loss to Terrence Crawford, I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that Canelo's done is gonna be brought to the light. You know, a lot of that resume, all of that is gonna be brought to the light with a loss to Crawford. You know, I don't think it's gonna be, you know, under like, you know, it's not gonna be like when Dimitri Bivol beat Canelo Alvarez, because you know Dimitri Bivol, he was known to the hardcore fans, but relatively unknown to casual guys. So, you know, Crawford being, you know, he's more known to the casual public, it could possibly, you know, shed some light on what Canelo Alvarez been doing his whole career. But, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure y'all smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. On the road to 10K subscribers, hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notifications. You can find me on any other platform. My link tree is in my bio. Follow my X at VisualsLOE. Follow my TikTok at LOE.visuals. And follow my Facebook at LOE Visuals. I love you guys so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I'm out.